Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Greedfall, where we are trying to find our cousin, because he has gone and done us stupid. Then again, he was listening to the healer, who is, as far as we can tell, a very honest soul, so no reason he would lead people astray. But it could very well be a situation where he goes off to do something, and then for some reason, oh dear, tracks. Those are weird tracks.
This is the camp that Constantin's escort must have established.
It looks more like a battlefield. I hope that Omegad and your cousin survived the fight.
Search the area. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what happened here.
Okay. Okay, as soon as they say search the area, then the clues stop popping up.
Lacerated by what looks like claws. And there are traces of blood everywhere. Some of these men must have been attacked in their sleep. By beasts? Most of the weapons are missing. Our soldiers wouldn't have taken a rest without defenses. Our soldiers were attacked by surprise, and animals were amongst the assailants. However, our men reacted properly. They were armed and they fled as best they could. There are no bodies, and no sign of the presence of Constantin or Catasch. Perhaps they were in another place, and the soldiers wanted to join them. We need to follow the tracks.
Yeah, let me look at these tracks real quick. Were they hopping?
This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the area and taken this path followed by their assailants.
I think it's up here. Oh dear.
This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Catasch and Constantin were going.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinol Menawi. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Catasch wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. But there are bodies, and without a doubt there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find.
Okay, so that explains that. I like the fact that they use the term cult for both religions. They call the religion of the Luminary a cult. In fact, Father Petrus and the Mother Cardinal both call it a cult, if I remember correctly. Maybe it was just the father.
Without a doubt caused by an explosive potion. The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures.
It means that the term cult in and of itself does not have a negative connotation in the setting.
The corpses of both men and beasts. These soldiers fought dearly to the end. Neither Constantin nor Catasch are amongst them. This blade is a native ritual knife, and this bowl contained a potion. Someone wanted to perform a ritual here. Could Catasch have found a better means to alleviate Constantin's symptoms? Constantin and Catasch must have been visiting this place, perhaps performing some sort of healing ritual. When the attack took place, the soldiers intervened and many fell during the fight, but a group escaped down this path. We need to continue following their tracks.
Okay, let's continue following the weird path tracks. Oh, there aren't any. But I bet they're supposed to go up this way. Veil of the Great Battle. I'm gonna check something real quick. Yeah, this is where we need to go. Oof. We're heading up into areas where there was... where the more of the question marks are.
More tracks. Footprints. The ones who got away fled this way. Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat. These weapons are in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against?
Another Nadaig? You know, I'm more inclined to suspect the former governor.
Another burnt tree. This path seems to have been scorched in flames. Can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions.
No, that sounds more like the Bridge Alliance. Also, Afra.
These poor soldiers were torn to pieces. Animals again? Or something else?
Afra, it's generally a good idea to warn people about grenades before they explode in their faces. Just say. It's like, kaboom! Watch out, grenade! Seriously, Afra.
New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only corpses of our own men. Where could these other soldiers have come from?
Are these coin guard? I mean, the coin guard... Oh my goodness, that thing looks terrifying. We have not fought one of these yet. Oh, it looks like a variation of those lizards with the cobra heads. And by the way, you have no idea how glad I am to hear you avoided the Don Santats
More signs of explosions.
from the trial earlier.
But what were they doing with all these explosives on them?
I don't think it was them. I think we're looking at Bridge Alliance or Coin Guard.
There are footprints. Only a handful made it up here.
Or what's her name? What the hell is this? Natives have told us about a giant creature reigned over the heights, and the statue we have found could be a depiction of it. It is a large winged beast. It seems agile and capable of flying, but its body seems fragile and unprotected. Of course, it's only a depiction. We will have to see one ourselves to confirm these observations. We fought one of those
The path
in the arena.
stops on this overhang, and despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantin or Catasch.
Are these things going to attack us?
These rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire.
Yes. The answer is yes. Oh. I'm not exactly sure the shield spell does much good against things like this. Because they don't do elemental damage. I think the shield only protects against elemental damage.
I don't
but-
recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers.
And I'm going to
Could
stand
they
on the
have been
corpse.
responsible for the attack? This
Oh.
one is carrying a letter. Let's see.
Oh, that's good. Is there...
According to this note, these men come from a nearby camp. An old outpost of the Alliance taken over by the Coin Guard.
Oh,
They
the
could well have decided to finish what they had planned in New Serene.
Oh dear, we're going to have to go to Hikmet, aren't we?
These vials look familiar. Catasch used the very same to stock his potions. He came all the way here. I'm going to pick them up. I recognize this sack. It's It's my cousins. Oh, Constantin. What have you gotten yourself into again? Very well. Let's sum things up. Constantin and Catasch definitely came through here to perform some sort of ritual. But they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable flames. Could it be magic?
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack. You have strayed far from the path. No one would have attacked Catasch.
Unless he himself was behind it.
I
He's
doubt
a powerful
that.
Donegat. The beasts obey him.
How could you even think something like that? He is a healer. He brought comfort to your cousin.
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With Constantin captive, he can now apply leverage to the colonists and force them to accept his conditions. But in all truth, I have no idea what to think. Regardless of who is guilty, I must find my cousin. Perhaps we could return to Wenxavier in order to learn more. Catasch may have returned there. His Voglandige might be able to tell us where to find him. We are also going to have to visit the outpost. Their soldiers participated in the combat. Or at least the end of it. They must have some stories to tell us.
And you think that they would have taken Constantin? Is that possible? Maybe he was in need of treatment. But if you suspect them to have participated in the combat to capture him, I think you're wasting your time. I know the captain of that outpost. A pessimistic man who would never order an attack without being absolutely certain of total victory without losses.
Perhaps. Unless he was simply obeying orders. It does belong to the Coin Guard, after all. However, one way or another, Constantin is in danger. Let us be on our way without further delay.
Okay. You know, you could explain that when you're doing thoughts on this matter, that, oh, we should probably head up there. That you go through and you run through all the possibilities, even the ones that don't make much sense. Can we get down this way? No. There's an invisible wall there. Okay. I wanted the map. Okay. Oh. Interesting. I came up this way, didn't I? So I'm going down this way. Okay. Still missed a lot of things on my way through, unless they spawned after I went through. Which is a possibility, I suppose. Okay. Boy, she's fast. Though to be fair, we didn't actually go following her. Lots of junk. And I mean that literally, that's what it's called in the game. Junk. Oh, there is something there. Okay. Ooh, camp. Okay. Oh, this is a paved road. I'm feeling it less and less likely that there's a skill totem up here. Skill altar, excuse me. paved road into this.
Colonials? You must have gotten lost to have come this far from nowhere. To whom do I owe the honor?
De Sardet. I am legate of the Congregation of Merchants on this island.
A legate? Here? Pardon my dismay, but we don't get many official sorts around here. I am Captain Idris, of the Coin Guard. I am the ranking officer in charge of this outpost. What can I do for you, milady?
If you are responsible for the disappearance of Constantin, then me being here should have raised huge alarm bells.
I am looking for Constantin d'Orsay, the island governor of the Congregation of Merchants.
A governor? Here? Whatever would he be doing in this rattle?
My cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died, but we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive. Wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction? I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency, but we haven't seen him. And we definitely haven't kidnapped him. The region is dangerous. The natives are heartless. You should be looking in their direction.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men from the garrison up there, don't you?
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note, signed by your hand.
And they are dead. I had hoped they'd have survived and would eventually return.
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the cliff top?
They were monitoring the zone. They were to warn us of any troop movements. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks. We decided to take initiative and be ready. Yesterday, we heard screams and saw some strange lights up there. But I was hoping...
And you didn't go and see for yourself? You hear screams, certainly those of your own men, and you don't do anything?
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing as well? You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me, I'm taking no more unnecessary risks.
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back from me?
Captain, my name is Afra. You might remember me. I passed by this outpost with my fellow scholars.
The Lost Expedition. Yes, I remember.
Her Excellency was able to extract us from the situation we found ourselves in.
Her Excellency has powers that I do not possess.
I'm casting no stones at you. You are isolated and without resources, and understandably a bit angry. You have the feeling that the powerful of this world have abandoned you, and you want to make them pay. But a life hangs in the balance. We must save him.
You were right. I will tell you everything I know. One of the men I posted there returned during the night.
A survivor. Excellent. Did he tell you what happened?
He wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed unconscious 2 steps past the doorway. Our nurse sits with him, but there is little hope that he will come back to himself. His wounds are extremely serious. He's just refusing to die.
I am sorry to hear that, Captain. Perhaps we could do something for him.
Go and see the nurse. Perhaps you can do something to help the poor boy. I can't take it anymore. To lose another man. Anything else?
Concerning the young man that survived.
Did you see the nurse?
Not yet.
Really? I thought that this boy will not survive long if someone doesn't help him. Anything else?
Okay, so that's silly. Okay.
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do the same. Safe journey, Your Excellency.
Okay, let's grab some more missions we're unlikely to get done. One of our scouts did not return from a surveillance mission in the forest north of the region. He was attempting to locate a rebel native camp. I like you're characterizing them as rebels. Yeah, this is their place. The scout comes from a good family. They offer reward for any information that could help them find him. Bandits have been spotted roaming around the water source to the west. Their camp is certainly in the vicinity. We advise you steer clear of the region unless you're heavily armed. Whoever can neutralize this threat shall be rewarded. There's a crafting station. The infirmary. Where is the orange pointer pointing me? Oh, there's a thing over there that I haven't gotten to. Interesting. Oh, okay, cool. I wonder why this one's not orange. I mean, the journal says we're following this. Oh, that's okay, got it. I know why.
What are you doing there? This is an infirmary!
I know. I've come to see the wounded soldier. The captain told me you might need my help.
That is very kind of him. But alas, it's a little late.
What are you saying? Is the soldier...
No, he still lives. But I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort me on a mission to replenish my stocks. I no longer have a single remedy. And now that we have a wounded patient, I can only wipe water on his brow and hope.
Do you know what type of remedy would allow him to survive?
Yes, at least I think so. It's a known potion that heals burns.
I see. Give me the recipe. We'll go and see that it's prepared for you.
Thank you. Because of you, this poor boy might be able to survive his wounds.
Oh, sovereign potion against wounds. Okay. There's a thing over here. It's a loot. It's a loot. Oh, it's not. It's becoming more and more precarious. The small squad is sent to watch the heights. Only one soldier has returned. I do not know exactly what happened back there, but I believe we do well not to get involved. We are in enough trouble as it is. We are not receiving any reinforcements or supplies, and we haven't been paid in a long time. Okay, I do not have science enough to make this. Can I? I can! Interesting. But it is time to end this video. So, I will see you in a little bit.